So, 540, we have the number 2 seeded Bills traveling to the number 1 seeded Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 3 points in this one. It's on CBS, by the way. There are 3 huge question marks for the Chiefs. Let's go over the first one real quick. Will Patrick Mahomes play? I believe Patrick Mahomes will end up playing, because there's no way in the world that they're going to say, yeah, we'll just let Mahomes rest. Henny's got this one. No. Absolutely, of course not, right? So, no. I mean, the NFL might force him not to play him, but I don't see that happening as well. Fact is, Mahomes, I believe, will play in this game. Whether he is healthy all the way, I don't believe he will be. I think he's majorly dinged up. Everyone's talking about the head injury, which is a very rightful thing to talk about it. But he was not making throws like he used to before that because he had a big toe injury, which, I mean, come on, man, a big toe injury. But, I mean, every little thing adds up. So, the big question is, can the Bills handle? See, handle Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. And this is the matchup I'm very excited to watch. Watch this, because the Bills have, honestly, one of the most underrated corners, and a lot of people have forgotten about him this year in Tre'Davious White, right? Everyone focused on Xavier Howard because he was great this year, and he deserved all the notice he got for it, because Xavier Howard had a legitimately amazing year. But Tre'Davious White has been this kind of cornerback that kind of sunk under everyone's radar, but we all forget that he is one of the best corners in the NFL right now. Can he cover Hill one-on-one? That's a huge thing to watch. And we're going to be talking about Kelce versus Matt Milano. Now, Matt Milano is like, Tre'Davious White should be a household name. Matt Milano isn't necessarily. Now, anyone who's watched Bills football for any amount of time should notice the name Matt Milano. Like, I know almost every single Bills player on the defensive side and mostly on the offense side, but Matt Milano is one of the best cover linebackers in the NFL, if you did not know. He's great at covering players. If you watched what he did against the Ravens last week against a very good tight end, Mark Andrews, he's just been great all year since he's been back healthy, right? And this is what it's going to be exciting about the Bills football team. So, as I've said before, the Bills have 2 weaknesses, and if these 2 weaknesses show on Sunday, they're really screwed. Number 1 weakness right now, in my opinion, is the pass rush. Pass rush just isn't getting there. I mean, it got there a little bit against Lamar Jackson, but again, Ravens don't have the best offensive line. The Chiefs have a pretty solid offensive line, and I'm very worried about something like that. Number 2 weakness is the run game. Now, they didn't really necessarily lean on it. They kind of leaned, I don't think in the first half, like they ran it with Devin Singletary once. Well, once they did, Devin Singletary kind of got it going, but really, this game comes down to this man right here, Mr. Josh Allen. If Josh Allen has a great game, I think they win this game. So, the big question is, can they get a pass rush against Patrick Mahomes, and can they get the ground game going? Now, the big question for the Chiefs is Mahomes going to be 100% healthy? Because if he's not, then this is good. It's not a great team, honestly. If you take away Mahomes, you put in any other quarterback, it's not going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. Especially not Chad Henne. Like, I mean, the offensive side of things is okay with Hill and Kelce, but that defense, man, it has some serious holes. Bashad Breeland is going to be back, but let's be honest, he's not a fantastic quarter. The safeties are actually something I'm very excited about moving forward. You have Tyrann Mathieu, honestly one of the best safeties in the NFL right now, but we also have Juan Thornhill and L'Jarius Sneed, both very good young guys. So I'm excited about the safety position, but other than that, I'm worried. Linebackers, can you name a linebacker on the Chiefs team? Because I think I could probably name like one. And I watched the Chiefs a lot this year. The linebackers are not amazing. Now, there are some players on the defensive line, mainly players like Frank Clark, and I don't know if Taco Charlton will be back for this game, but he was great earlier in the year. So there are some players on the defensive line, not to mention Christian Jones. So I don't know. I think this is going to be a shootout. Whoever scores more points wins. I'd say the first team to get to 40 probably wins this one. But I'm going to lean with the Bills. They have a healthy quarterback in Josh Allen, not to mention some serious playmakers in Stephon Diggs and John Brown, who seriously made an impact. A healthy Cole Beasley is amazing. And then not to mention players like Gabriel Davis, Isaiah McKenzie. and Dawson Knox. Not to mention Devin Singletary is a great explosive player out of the backfield. Plus, he always plays his best football postseason. It was, give me the Bills to win this one and upset the Chiefs.